get in here and get this radio shut down. You don't hear Hank Williams Jr. singing on the radio. Turn that way down. Wish my remote would work. What if I get a universal for that? Anywho, coming at you from the garage, if you can't tell. It's still a mess. We got stuff everywhere. But I've been cleaning out the innards of the Cutlass here. You know, the other car needs a passenger side footwell area, floorboard. This one looks really good. I may just have to scavenge this one out of it. This car is looking more and more like a parts car. Dashboard, you know, rear seat's toast, but can't get this door open. Been messing with the latch and whatnot in there, just not releasing. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. I've been collecting all the suspension bits. Got them in the back of the truck here. We'll take them out to the other car tomorrow. I got springs. One thing I'm not sure about on these fronts are these. I think they're standard for any V8. But I don't know if the 350 cars, as opposed to the 455s, had different springs. But Camaro front spindles, motor mounts. It's a quick ratio steering gearbox. This is tie rod ends. I think we need those to go with this. It's suspension bushings. Brand new super fancy QA1 Global West tubular upper control arms. So urethane bushing mount. So we've got rear control arms. These are the uppers and these are the lowers. I have an extra set of lower front control arms too. I did not realize that. So, score. So now I have enough to put that frame together. I have to clean them up and paint them a little bit, but I'll do that at the same time we do the frame. Styrofoam sitting in there. Yeah, I've been collecting parts for this project. What was this? Oh, it's the box. Also got somewhere, here we go. These are the new ball joints that go into the lowers. Because you have to run different ball joints. They look a little bit different, so just because the shape of the spindle's different. But yeah, I've been, like I said, digging around, cleaning stuff out. That frame video that you're going to be watching, I'm hoping to have that uploaded for today, 4th of July, but boy, it's sure taking a long time to upload. I don't know if the internet's just that slow or what. But one thing I found, I don't remember buying this. I don't remember buying that. Nah, you stay inside today. Some pieces. I'm sure somebody got me into it, but it's going to have to be completely gone through. I'm not going to try lifting it out, greasy, dirty, and whatnot. But, yeah, that piece looks real good, huh? Nah, you stay inside. Auburn gear. So, I don't know. If it looks like it might be a decent unit, we can change that to a 373, 355, I don't know. Probably going to get some flack for this, but I'm going to make a little change on this plan. When I was out yesterday talking to Kevin about the frame and what we need to do to get that thing together, excuse me. So I'm way over budget on the Jimmy, which means money is, I spent more on the Jimmy than I wanted to. Money is not there for the Oldsmobile to go as far as I'd like right now. Although I wasn't really planning to go this far with the car this year, but it's looking like it might. So looking at the stuff I have floating around the shop, I have a 455 V8 in pieces over there. It's going to need machine work. It's going to need new pistons, new rings. I've got a brand new crank sitting inside. I'm going to hold off on that. I'd like to do that, but I think that's going to be a down the road project. Because in reality, in the grand scheme of things, swapping a motor and transmission, yeah, it's a big job, but let's get the car going first. So I'm looking behind the camera here at a running, at least when it was pulled, I've heard that all before, right? 350 Olds. Yeah, it's got the smog heads. I need to re-verify that, but it runs. I've run it a couple of times. It's been quite a few years, but it's been sitting here ever since. So hopefully, and I don't see why it shouldn't, it's been inside the whole time, it should run. Got stuff stashed on it. In addition to that, I would like to use a 4-speed automatic transmission, but we're looking at cost. Although, if I go with a 4-speed, I'm going to have to change the transmission mount. I was looking underneath this car, the other frame's boxed. I'm not sure how I'm going to get a transmission mount in there, although I have one that welds in. Actually, let's go back and take a quick look at that. I want to look and see what else is available on the market though, because I don't know if I like this one. I can take a lot of measuring. And, yeah, goes to the frame, shoots across, there's the center mount. Welds into the middle, but as much as I'd like to do that, in the interest of cost, because again, if I can figure out how to put a factory style cross member in there, I've got a turbo 350 sitting right there in the back corner that actually goes with that motor. I mean, it came off of that motor. I don't know if it actually goes with it. Yeah, they're both going to have to be gone through. I don't know what the cost difference is between a 700 R4 turbo 350, but I mean, I'm not going to do much to that motor. Kevin kind of convinced me, just leave it as it is, run it, cruise the car. We'll still do the suspension. I got the wheels. I can get it kind of looking the way I want. Have to figure out some seats. No big deal there. But then I could drive it and enjoy it. And then fix it up as I go. Think we're going to do that. So I need to talk to Kevin. I don't remember if the other car has a trans cross member in it. I may just try to crawl. This one's unbolted. I may just crawl underneath there and drag that thing out. Take it with. But I think we're going to go with 350. I don't know the power output of this motor. It did smoke a little bit, but it's been sitting for a while. So I'm going to clean it. We're going to paint it, because in 1970, your 350, I believe, would have been gold. And, nope, that's Oldsmobile gray. Somewhere around here I've got Olds gold spray paint. Somewhere in that mess over there. So, may have to buy a little bit more, but we'll probably at least drop the pan before it goes into the car, check everything over, replace the main seals. But I think we're going to run the 350. Probably change out the intake manifold just to give it a little bit more. Need to find the casting number on these heads. See what they say. If I can, I'm pretty sure this is all smog. It's a 77 to 81 block. But if it's got better heads on it, we'll see. I don't remember where the head casting numbers are on these, but we'll dig around and find it. So we're going to stick with the 350. Maybe we'll even, like I said, even run that turbo 350. I'd like to do a 4-speed auto. We'll see. Thought about doing a cam, but with not knowing what the internals are on that motor, it may already have one. Who knows? Because like I said, supposedly it was rebuilt. But that's what they all say. So that's kind of where we're at with that. So suspension components are heading out to the other frame tomorrow. Tomorrow's goal, I'm going to try to get out there a little bit earlier than normal. I actually woke up a couple hours early today. By the time I got home yesterday, I was beat. Or I got back from dropping the frame off. But we're going to clean, prep, and start painting that frame. Lower control arms, work on that, get this trans cross member out. I have to look into how that's going to go in, because I can't get the holes on the bottom of the frame go up. I can't get anything inside. I guess you could fit something through the hole, but it'd be a pain. Anyway, we'll just have to take a look at that. So, yeah, we're going to stick with the 350. Hence the channel name, huh? Pearson BA 350. So, should be good. But we're going to hang on to the 455. Use it down the road. Maybe. We'll see. You know, plans always change, especially when you get slow like I am on a lot of these projects. Just be kind of nice to be able to hear it run. I'm still going to do nice exhaust. I'll do dual pipes. You know, we're not going to cheap out on everything. But those springs that I showed you, they're 1-inch lowering springs, so the car will be sitting a little bit lower, and all the good suspension bits underneath. It'll just have a smaller motor, which, I mean, it's a 350 V8. It's a, I mean, look how wide this thing is. I wish I had a small block Chev intake manifold floating around, but if you haven't messed around with Olds motors very much, they are wide. So, I mean, I can't even span my hand all the way across. It's a big chunk of iron. So, have to figure out what we want to do for that. There's some gold that I sprayed on it, messing around when I first got this thing. But yeah, we're going to have to clean this thing up real good. Change the intake. Run a set of headers. Leave the internals fine. Yeah, it'll make 200 horsepower. Should. I don't know what these things were rated at in the smog era. I think they were 170 horse. But, you know, if I can get 200 out of it, that'll be not far off from what the original 350 in this car would have been. I think they were rated at, I'm trying to remember now, I think they were rated at 250, but that was the net horsepower. So with no accessories and everything, when they dyno these things, I think it was 250 horse for the Cutlass Supremes. No, it was 310. I think 250 was the base model. Cutlass Supremes got the 310 horsepower, which was a little bit higher output. So, but we'll see. Because down the road, just run that one, put some miles on it. If it's bad, start building the 455. It's going to be expensive, but at least I could drive the car and have some fun with it. Anyway, I have rambled on again longer than I should have. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following the Oldsmobile Project. Now we're not putting wire wheels back on it. Hey, remember this? Ooh, that's sticky. Lovely. Yuck. Traded... What did I trade for this? Or maybe the guy gave it to me. It was a dude off of YouTube. He's no longer on YouTube. Younger kid. Him and his dad had a 80s Pontiac Firebird that they were hot rodding. And he had a 79 Cutlass Supreme, and he wanted to change the steering wheel on it. And he was going to get rid of that one. So I reached out to him, and he said if I paid for shipping, I could have it. So I did. And then fast forward a year or so, there's a little rubber filler piece on the in front of the front wheel on those Firebirds. You get the front bumper and the little filler piece. I know that doesn't say anything there. But they needed a couple of those. So Ken, with the Knight Rider car, we had that black parts car. So he was just going to scrap it. So I took those two pieces and shipped them off to the kid. And like I say, he's no longer on YouTube anymore. He had some issues with some folks and decided to just bow out. But yeah, I got that. It's not the correct steering wheel for the year car, but I like it. I think it's a good looking wheel. But yeah, it is just nasty, greasy, sticky. To see about cleaning that and get that on the car. And it's black. So, alrighty, we will catch y'all later. have fun. Enjoy the 4th if you haven't already, or whatever. Have a great weekend. I'm gonna fiddle fart out in the garage here for a little bit. Talk to y'all later.